guys, and welcome back to Clearview Driving. Today I'm doing another driving lesson with Millie. Now this is our third driving lesson, and in today's lesson we're going to be going over pedestrian crossings, so dealing with zebra crossings and traffic light crossings. Now we've already just been through a briefing going over the different types and how to approach them, so I will list one of the videos that I have on this already somewhere on the screen. But now we're going to go through the first few crossings that we're approaching. I'm going to be identifying them with you so that I can tell you which one's which, and then talk about checking your mirrors, stepping off the accelerator, just the approach to them. But then once you get the hang of how to deal with crossings on your own, I will cut down my instructions. Okay. All right, you ready to begin?
Yeah.
All right, so you ready to get going?
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, I want you to show me how you would move off from here on your own.
Okay. Trying to think.
Yep, so into first gear.
Okay.
There you go. Brilliant.
There's no one coming from back.
Yeah, that's okay. Good, now check all the way around.
Blind spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we need a signal?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then with your feet ready to go?
Okay. Oh.
It's okay. And then as you're moving, you're going to check that blind spot again, okay? So lift the clutch as you're... There we are, very nice. Now as soon as we move off, you okay there?
Yeah.
Okay, now as soon as we move off, we've got our first roundabout. We're going to go straight ahead from here. Give him a bit more space.
Okay.
There you go. Well done. Okay, so at the roundabout, we're just going ahead.
Okay. Just worried about.
Yeah, we're clear?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's go nice and quickly, try and avoid that dip. Good. Yeah, go for it. Brilliant, just clutch up in 3 seconds.
Oh god.
Okay, so why did it jolt like that?
Because I went too quickly.
So the clutch was a little bit fast
Yeah.
then. Okay, now we have our first zebra crossing just there. Can you see it? The
Yeah.
hole. Now stay straight, you're in a good position. Now check your top and right mirror there.
Yeah.
Good, looking ahead. You're already at a slow speed. Just
Yeah.
scan the sides. Is there anyone there?
Not on neither side.
No, keep the wheel straight. We're going to turn left, so signal on. Now just brake first. Good. Brake and.
Clutch.
Good. Go into that corner, right up to that top. Brilliant. Now what do we do when we're here? Keep the wheel turned.
Oh.
Change gear.
Oh yeah.
Good. Now as soon as we move forward, can you see we've got another zebra crossing? So we can go. Is it clear after the van?
No, there's, and then.
So he's turning in, isn't
Yeah.
he? Now if you move forward slowly, look again, right and left, and slowly go forward. That's it. A little bit quicker. Now watch that crossing. Is it clear on the right?
Yeah, on both sides.
Yes. It's very easy to sort of hide pedestrians behind the cars there. Alright, so we're going to try and keep up with the traffic a bit more now, okay? So a little bit quicker, and then clutch down, switch. Now bring the clutch up slowly this time. There you go. Now just a little bit more to the right, more towards you. That's it. It's just because of that parked car there. So you can see the traffic in front, they've all positioned right, haven't they? So that means we have to go over that centre line. Now as we're going through, I want you to keep scanning in between the parked cars and the traffic, because people, watch the girl on the right there, like to just step out sometimes, but keep up the speed also, okay? Hands on the wheel nicely. You doing okay?
Yeah. Fine.
It's a lot busier than our normal drives. Yeah. So you can see there's a bit of a tight gap ahead. We may have to stop if there's a large vehicle ahead. I think there's a bin lorry on the right, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be okay for now. We may have to stop when we get there.
Okay.
So what are you pressing? Good.
Oh.
Yeah, should we do a gear change?
I don't.
Move right, come off the brake first.
Okay.
There you go, you can keep straight, brake a little bit for the blue car. Brake and clutch, quickly. Just stop as you are. Stop.
Oh, stop.
Remember, we need to stop slightly earlier than that, okay? Now first gear. Okay, now check the right mirror. We're going to move right, but we're just waiting for the car in front now. Move your right foot across.
Okay.
Clutch up a little bit, but make sure when we move, Millie, that we move away from this van. So clutch up a little bit, up a little bit, and turn towards the right. Turn a bit more, hold it there. Now speed up a little bit more. Good, little bit quicker, and keep right. Good, and what's next? last stop, we stopped a bit late, didn't we?
Yeah.
What's the kid on the left as well? So what's going on?
Yeah.
So we have another crossing. I don't think he's going to make it. Plus the parents are a little bit further.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep going. Okay, there's a lot of pedestrians out and about right now. Okay, you've got that lady in the road. Okay, so we'll keep going. Now, if you need to slow down and stop, make sure you stop early from hazards. Okay, now move right. We're going to brake a little bit for that van. Keep right though. Right. Saying keep right because of the large vehicle on the left also. Okay. And if you feel like the van on the right is too close, then consider stopping.
Okay.
Good. Move right slightly, a bit more. Hold it there. We need to keep our clearance from the left as well as the right. Now, what do we have in front of us?
Zebra crossing.
Good. We're already at a reasonable speed. We're about 15 at the moment. Just check your mirror. You can see the lady behind's a bit close. Keep up your speed. We don't want to be too slow. Now she's doing something really silly there.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna...
That's the one thing we talked about that you should not do on those zigzags. Now I need you to go a little bit quicker. We don't want anybody going out of their way to overtake us, okay? What do we have in front of us here?
Zebra crossing and some...
Yeah. Keep going. Keep it going. Who has priority?
Me.
Yep. Keep it going. Keep it going. They're only going to cross if you're too far, okay?
Okay.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
It's a lot more scary than the last lesson.
Yeah.
Remember, if anything happens, I can stop the car from this side. I will take control. I'm not going to let you go into anything.
Okay.
Alright, so the crossing's clear. Now we have a cyclist. I think we should go a little bit quicker for now. Now what do you see in the distance ahead of you?
Another zebra crossing.
Another zebra crossing. Now keep up your speed nicely at 20. Check behind you. Okay, looking ahead. Anybody?
No more crossing.
Nobody, no? Okay. We can't overtake him here, can we?
No, because of the line.
Good, so we gotta just keep our distance. Now don't close in on the cyclist.
Okay. I'm just...
You want to just step off it. If that means going slower, then that's okay. Okay?
Yeah.
It's okay to stay behind the cyclist. Don't be afraid of being behind him. Just make sure you never sort of close in and get too close to them. Alright, so when we get to that traffic and we stop, what do we do?
Brake, clutch down and then...
Good. Now come a little left. Stay in line with that black car. So brake and...
Clutch down.
Yeah, and just let it roll. Good. What else do we do?
And then go into first.
Yes, please. Now we're stopped on a slight uphill, aren't we? So you have to
keep the brake on.
And then when you're trying to move, you have to accelerate and steady.
Yeah.
Good, steady clutch, okay? Don't release it fast. Let's try it now. So, no, right foot, move it over.
Okay.
Move your right foot, accelerate, press it. Good, now keep it going. So we have another crossing, but the lights didn't change.
Okay.
Now we're just going to go ahead from here, so it's behind the black car again, so... Good, go all the way, keep accelerating for now.
Okay.
A bit more. Good, now with your feet, brake and...
Clutch.
Yeah, and just let it roll.
I don't know how far we're supposed to be from the car.
No, it's okay. You want to make sure you can always see a little bit of tyres and tarmac, okay? So you can see the back bumper, can't you? Yeah. Because then now at this point, if anything happens, you can easily move around them in that space.
Okay.
Now as we're going forward, can you see the road's going uphill? So right foot, press it. Good, don't worry, that's good. Get that clutch coming up.
Okay.
That acceleration sound was normal.
Okay.
It needs to be there, okay? Now go past the car on the left, okay? Keep it going. He's going the other way, so we don't need to worry about him. Now go a little bit quicker, a little bit quicker. Now we're going to go for a gear change. Very nice. Up 2 and 3. Good. Now stay to the right. I know the bike is there. Keep on going. Now can you see here, we're stopping on an even steeper gradient now.
Yeah.
You're going to have to keep that clutch steady, just like you did back there, okay?
Okay.
We may not even need to stop if the lights work in our favour. Come on, traffic lights. If not, brake and...
Clutch down.
Yep, and next step.
First.
Yes, please. Now, talk to me quickly. What are you going to do when the lights go amber?
Straight to... put my foot across and then straight to the braking.
Yes. Okay, so accelerate and biting point, yeah? Let's try it now. Accelerate. That's really good. Keep that accelerator running. That was really good. Keep it going. Don't be scared of the sound of the accelerator, okay? Good. Clutch up slowly. Good. Now speed up a little bit more. Now, looking along here, we're looking for our pedestrian crossings again, okay? Because you can see there's loads of people. There's a station, there's bound to be a
crossing.
Good. Now, a bit to the right. No clutch. Brake first. Do we need to stop?
No.
Keep it going. To the right there with your position, okay? So the first pedal you press is brake. And if you start pressing the brake first, you realise you don't actually need to use the clutch all the time. Now we're going to park up on the left, not here, just after this road. Okay, so check the top and left mirror, signal, move left, just by the second or third tree, just along here, before the bus stop. So brake and... Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the pedestrian crossings. How have they been?
It's okay, I mean, no one's really crossed yet.
Nobody's really been crossing. Now, what about the approach onto the crossing? So if you suspect someone's going to cross, what's the first pedal we're pressing?
Brake.
Brake, and you're quite happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the stops at the traffic lights and stuff? Was that all okay?
Yeah, I think the only bit that like made me more nervous is when we were on a bit of a slope.
Yes.
But
you dealt with that very nicely though. I didn't have to help you out at all. So anytime you're moving off, so when you've stopped, you're holding the clutch and the brake, but every time you want to move off, you have to be accelerating and biting point steady. Now you roughly know where the biting point is, so right from the bottom, get to that point, then hold it until you kind of start to move at 5 miles per hour, okay? Which you did really nicely there. That last road we were on was really narrow. Yeah. And there was a few points where I had to kind of help you with the steering wheel. At the moment, your spatial awareness, you're more concerned about the right than the left, because you're sitting there and you can see the cars are closer. Yeah. But can you look along the front there? Can you see those 2 markers, blue and red? I want you to use them to help you sort of with the perception of the left-hand side. Okay. So as we're driving next to either the pavement or cars, the blue one will be running along the base of the car's tyres, like the bottom, or it will be with the pavement. But if you have to be a bit closer, then the pavement will go from blue until red. But the closer it is to red, the slower you should be. Yeah. Okay? All right, so for the meeting situation, like the little encounters where the road's quite tight, so that's okay. We haven't really worked on that at the moment, but every time that you feel like the road's a bit tight, the first thing I want you to do is to slow down. Okay. Because when you're slower, you'll have better judgment of that space. Okay. I think what we need to work on, I think what we should work on is trying to firstly keep up to the speed of the road. Yeah, we were a little bit slow in places, weren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the bit with the cyclist, that was okay, because we can't overtake him there. Okay, so maintain a good distance when you're behind cyclists and you can't overtake, which you did. But when the road kind of cleared up in places, I need you to
just go faster.
Just if it's safe, go up to the speed of the road. And then when you need to slow down for a bend or a parked car, definitely use your mirrors, start braking. Okay, so we're going to address that speed issue on the next one. Are you happy that you're going to be identifying zebra crossings on your own now?
Yeah, I think that.
Or would you like a little reminder for
maybe the first few times, and then hopefully by then we'll...
Okay, so the next few zebra crossings, I'm going to just remind you that's a crossing. Okay. On the last one back there, I forgot to mention, there was that bit where you kind of weren't sure about the priority when there was a van and there was a car.
Just back there.
Just back there,
yeah.
So with that, I'll just mention priorities, but for the moment, we're just sort of on the main road going straight at the moment, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. Okay.
So I have priority most of it.
Most of the time at the moment. We're not approaching from side roads just yet. We're just we're literally just driving down a straight road with pedestrian crossings and traffic lights. That's all we're doing at the moment. Okay. Okay.
That's fine.
All right, so clutch down. Start the engine. Okay, so what we're going to do now, Millie, hold on to the brake. Yeah. And turn off the handbrake. Great. So what we're going to do now is when we move off from this spot, we're going to move off and then take the next road on the right.
Just there?
Just there, yeah. Okay. So make sure the road behind and in front is clear. So when the road behind's clear, we're going to move off.
Okay. So go into first.
Yeah. Keep looking in that top mirror. It's more accurate.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So once you find a gap in the top mirror...
It's quite busy.
Yeah, it's quite busy at the moment. There's a few more. I think after the
red car.
After the red car, you're going to check the right mirror. No, we can go. He's too far.
There's another one.
I can see him. Check your right mirror. Now check your blind spot. Now accelerate biting point. You can go. Good. Now move over next to the center line. Keep that indicator running. A little bit quicker. Go close to the center. Now stay nice and straight. We have to go after him
Okay.
into that road, okay? Now stay nice and straight with the wheel. And there you are, turn in. A bit of acceleration just to get you in. A bit more. Good. Brilliant, and then? Now was that moving off okay?
Yeah, I didn't feel too
Yeah?
bad. I don't know, was it?
So the car was actually quite far, wasn't he? The blue
Yeah.
kind of black one. Move to the right slightly with your position. Brake a little bit for this car. Good, now move right. Now as you're driving, this little white line should be kind of middle of the windscreen between the two at the moment.
Okay.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, kind of.
You know the park cars line, yeah. Alright, where do we go from here?
Slightly.
Signal, because you can see the arrow in front. Now have a look to the right. Brake and.
Clutch.
There it is, brake and clutch, it's okay. Good, now that you've stopped.
Go into
Yes.
first.
Now feet ready? The reason I said where are we going is because the blue arrow kind of tells you which way to go.
What, as in like...
The one in front of you.
Oh, okay, so it's obviously you can't turn the door.
Alright, so right foot across. Good, and look right. Have a look in that direction. Yep, we're good to go. Brilliant. Good, now go a little bit quicker. We're just going to go round, don't worry about the gear change for now, okay? And just go round. Now we're going to turn left just in here. So use your mirrors. Let's keep away from these cars a little bit more. Yep, keep accelerating gently as you're going in because it is a big entrance. Good, now let's speed up. Don't worry about the signal. I want you to prioritise what's more important. Once you straighten up the wheel, the indicator would turn off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Because it does it automatically.
That's it. Yep, good. So we're going to make progress. So we're going to drive at 15 to 20 along this road. What is that in front of us now?
Another zebra crossing.
Good, zebra crossing. So.
And I think that's clear. Yeah.
Just check behind you as well, just to know the distance of the car behind. Yeah.
I think it's okay.
So what speed are you driving at the moment? Really good clearance by the van. Hold on.
19, 20.
No, it's good speed. You're at the correct speed now. We're not too slow. We'll slow down in the bends or if somebody is passing close. You can see the vehicle behind is at the same sort of distance as they were before.
Yeah.
They're a bit close.
Okay.
That just means when we have to brake, you have to brake lightly. Give them time and notice.
To realise.
That's it, yeah. Move right a bit. Just that last car, we were coming in a little close. Now we're on the main road here.
Okay.
You can see from the road markings. What's that in front here?
Zebra crossing.
Yep. So they're quite clear
Yeah.
to see, aren't they?
They've got the yellow.
The beacon at the top. Now this bit here, 2 cars can get through. You're going to have trouble with large vehicles.
Okay.
Okay? So keep looking out in case a bus, lorry or a large van is approaching. Otherwise we should be okay.
Okay.
So we've got a van, but stay nice and straight to the right a little bit and just step off more to the right, tiny bit to you.
Tiny.
That's it, yeah. Now what should we start doing?
Braking a little.
Good, brake and to the right with your position. Brake and clutch.
Oh, braking.
Definitely, I think we need a gear change.
Okay.
Go into first gear. Yeah, and clutch up, Phil. Okay, clutch down. Fully. There you go. Clutch up very slowly. It will jolt you a little bit. Bring it up all the way. There you go. First gear is very powerful, so that's why it's bound to jolt you.
Yeah.
I think it was a good idea to change gear just because we're going a bit slower
Quite
now.
slow, yeah.
Alright, think about your stop. Clutch down quickly. Clutch down. Because we're really slow already, you can actually put the clutch down first.
Okay.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
You want to open the window a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, go for it on your side at the very top.
Oh, is it?
Push the one below. There you go.
Okay.
And then up again. Oh.
I didn't even... Oh my god.
Alright, your one on the right. Put the other one. Pull it out.
Oh.
Pull it out.
Okay.
Keep going. And when it's near the top, just push down. There you go.
That's fine.
There you go.
Leave it there. I don't really care. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so we're moving off uphill.
Okay.
You can do this.
Yeah.
That's good. That sound is good. Just be careful because there is a yellow box and the crossing, so I think we should wait here quickly.
Here?
Yeah. And look both ways before we go forward. And we can probably go forward now. So let's go. go on, accelerate. Good, press it. Because the last thing we want is to end up on the crossing or on the yellow box.
Okay. Don't want to stop on that.
Yeah, no, we don't want to stop on the yellow box. Good, now keep going. So we've got a bit of slow moving traffic, so this is clutch control now. Because we're slow, clutch goes in, that's it. Let it roll a little bit. There you go. Well done, really good. Good, nice and quickly keeping up.
Yeah.
Good, just keep up with the van. So we have a crossing, but the lights didn't change. That's the second time we've been there and the lights haven't changed.
Yeah. At that particular one.
Yeah.
So this car's staying behind.
Well, he's a bit too close with the cyclist, right? So that's not very nice.
No. It always stresses me out when I'm cycling and someone's like right behind me.
Of course it would at that distance, because then you're constantly thinking that they're too close to you. Yeah, now we know he's a bit close to the cyclist. We should drop back a little bit.
Yeah.
Now he's overtaking. He didn't leave the cyclist a lot of room, did he?
Yeah, no.
So what you don't do is, after you've overtaken a cyclist, you don't cut right back in.
Give them more space.
Give them more space.
Round if you have, well, that's if you have room.
That's if you have room, yeah. But you should always make sure that you're kind of leaving them a lot of space, because the cyclist is moving forward at the same time. It's not like a stationary vehicle.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep our distance with him for now.
Yeah.
But looking ahead, there's one more hazard. Have you seen it?
The zebra crossing?
Yeah. We okay?
Yeah.
I was suspecting the lady on the right.
Yeah, that's what I was looking.
Good. Okay, so I'm not telling you about the crossings now.
So
I'm going to try and sit in silence.
Yeah. So there's one here. There's no one around. She's not crossing. Okay, that's fine.
Well done.
Okay, it's quite busy. This one normally, so
Now that cyclist, what's he going to do when he gets up to that parked car?
go into the road more.
That's it.
One here. Okay, that's fine.
So where should we position with that double-decker bus approaching?
More to the left.
Yes, good. Great position, well done. Always large vehicles, identify them and deal with them early, otherwise you're going to have lots of trouble.
When you get closer. Okay.
That's it. Now we should be alright with that large vehicle, like sort of car there, we should be alright. Just keep it nice and straight.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's just mainly, like I said, vans, lorries, buses.
Yeah. Still being cautious of this cycling.
No, we really honestly can't overtake.
Yeah.
There's no point, is there? Feels like we're holding up traffic, but even if we overtake, look at the car in front, we're not really going to make any progress. So there's no point. Really good clearance with all the parked cars along here the second time round. Well done. Oh, that lady's just pressed the button. Maybe.
I think these ones take quite long.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep going.
Yeah, these ones do take a little while.
Okay, so with this bus,
we're just going to keep right, but what's the bus trying to do?
it's trying to...
Yeah, so what should we do? Brake and?
Clutch.
Yes. Yes, go for it. Well done. Accelerate, bite and point, don't rush. Really nice. Yeah, so if the bus is carried on indicating left, if it's safe, we'll overtake. But if there's traffic in front, we would have waited.
Okay.
What's the bus doing now?
Going in so we can go...
Yeah, we're going to position right, but we may not be able to overtake because there is traffic in front. So start braking a little bit. progress.
Yeah.
So as the road clears up, we want to try and keep up again. Okay. Alright, now watch for pedestrians because people like to cross here in between.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Just press that. There you go. 'Cause it's not really raining at the moment. It's spitting a little bit. Is there anybody? Go just a bit of clearance from these guys.
Okay.
Really well done. I was just about to say we haven't had to stop for a single pedestrian. Good. The gear changes are really nice.
Okay. See, that's another thing. Like the lights can be green and people will still cross, so it's kind of you have to
But
like just then.
most times when pedestrians cross like that, they kind of assess the traffic.
Yeah.
But yeah, to the right a little bit. I think we may have to slow down when we get there, but we're okay at the moment.
Okay.
Alright, now he is cycling really in the road and not very straight. It wouldn't be a good idea to overtake him.
See, I still feel bad for the car as well.
But we can overtake him here though, can't we?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do to overtake? Put your foot down.
Okay.
Put your foot down. Stay right and go for it. We couldn't overtake him at first. Definitely not, right?
He was like in the middle of the road.
Exactly. But you need to look for that window of when it's safe. And when you get that chance, you need to get on with it. Because otherwise we would have been stuck behind him for a while there. The person behind will be understanding of the fact that you can't overtake the cyclist at the first point, but when they see the next bit, they are kind of expecting you to overtake really.
It's okay.
We've been pretty lucky with pedestrian crossings, but you have been scanning, which is great. Ooh, steady there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the clutch too high, isn't it? Good. We're looking for a place to park. Don't lift it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's great. If you can pull in behind the black car, don't signal. No, don't signal because there's a turning. Don't signal.
Okay.
Keep going. Can you see there's a road right here?
Yeah.
We're going to park up after the black car. So keep going.
Okay.
Signal left now. Start braking now. Clutch down now before the bin. Okay. So keep going. Keep straight, check the left mirror, come in slowly, keep going forward, come in a bit more. Just stop here. Stop before the...
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we're outside,
Okay.
okay? Alright, secure the car for a moment.
Can I remember if it is a push?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, and just switch off the engine also. Okay, so how was the drive for you overall today?
It felt okay. Obviously there was bits where I messed up a little bit, but it's just...
So in terms of identifying pedestrian crossings, are you quite happy with that?
Yeah, that felt okay.
Okay. And the approach to them, being able to slow down and stop in time?
Yeah, I think I felt okay with that.
No, you did really well. In terms of me taking control, I didn't have to brake or use the pedals on my side at all. I did have to use the steering wheel in a few places. Mainly, you know, where the road was quite narrow and you're kind of moving left because you can see what's on the right and you're kind of moving left, and your judgment on the left isn't that great at the moment, but that's because you're quite new to driving at the moment. So that perception of the left-hand side is going to build over time. But overall, I think you did really well. Cyclist, now that's a new one that we haven't really had to talk too much about at the moment. You kind of had to stay behind a few cyclists today, was that okay?
Yeah, it was fine. It just felt like I was keeping up like other cars.
But you've got to think, treat the cyclist like another car.
Yeah.
Is it safe to overtake him?
You have to judge whether...
Yeah, so if it's not safe to overtake, you've got to just hang back and, you know, don't worry about them.
Yeah.
They'll notice when you go forward that, oh, actually, yeah, it was the cyclist. But now at the same time, when we get that opportunity to overtake, you have to go for it. You remember that cyclist, the kid who wasn't actually using his hands on the handlebars? There was that space to overtake, and I had to say to you, put your foot down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? So when you get the opportunity to overtake them, you need to make the most of it. If it's safe, get through. Otherwise the person behind's now impatient going, wait, why aren't you overtaking? Yeah?
Makes sense, yeah.
So sometimes you kind of have to be a bit quicker to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, overall you did really well though, considering what we wanted to work on, and you did really well. And no stalling either. Yeah. Especially with all the uphill gradients. So
yeah, that was probably a scary bit of it.
No, you dealt with that really nicely, but I need you to now keep that up for every single time we're moving off, even if it's a little bit, just a bit of acceleration.
Yeah.
A lot of drivers get into a habit of moving off without the accelerator, and then when it gets to uphill gradients or big roads, they struggle because they're now not used to doing it anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? So it may be tricky for now, but it'll pay off in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of our driving lesson today. I hope you guys found that information useful. Next lesson we'll be working on some more of the left and right turns, and again dealing with cyclists a little bit more on the bigger roads, okay? And a bit more clearance, I think. Clearance work, because we addressed that issue today. But yeah, thank you for following along.